Sup, Hater Raiders. Today I want to talk about Bruce Lee out of context. So you all know that famous line from Bruce Lee, right? About, free your mind, be formless, shapeless, be like water, my friend, right? You all know that quote, right? It actually is an excerpt of an interview called the Bruce Lee Lost Interview. It was on the Pierre Berton Show in 1971. And it was thought lost until 1994, right? And we all have seen that clip. But it is fucking out of context, okay? So what people don't realize is he's reciting the lines of a script that one of his students wrote a long time ago, right? So he was on a show called Longstreet before he was the famous Bruce Lee. And in that show, his student wrote lines for him, be formless, shapeless. You can even find the clip from the show Longstreet of Bruce Lee saying that the exact lines, right? Word for word. Because before that clip happens, you see Bruce Lee, he's like, oh yeah, student wrote that, right? Let me think. And he remembers the lines from the script and he says, be formless, shapeless. That's how he starts. If you watch the full interview though, you get a picture of Bruce Lee that really you've not seen before. So this is the famous clip.
Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend.
But what you don't see is right before the clip. So this is 10 seconds before the clip.
But you read, there were some lines that expressed your philosophy. I don't know if you remember them or not.
I remember that.
Let's hear.
This is what it is, okay?
You're talking to Longstreet, played by James Francesca.
And you know how the clip ends? This is what happens right after that clip.
Like that, you see?
No, I see. I get the idea.
Uh-huh.
I get the power behind it. So, now, two things have happened. First,
and I believe the reason it's always taken out of context is to exoticize Bruce Lee and make him more esoteric, make him that wise kind of, abstract figure. But the truth is, if you see the full interview, Pierre Berton, he asked him like, can you break 5 boards with your hand and fist? And Bruce Lee's like, I'd probably break my hand and fist. And he laughs, He talks about how martial arts films don't take place today because it doesn't make sense. Because you can go around kicking and punching people, but if you meet the wrong guy, like, I don't care how fast you are, and he just starts laughing. And he talks about the ego and how he's not trying to be a superstar and how he's expressing himself and what it is to be an artist. This is what this interview is about. And this is the Bruce Lee that's totally lost on people. Like, people don't realize he was a child actor. His father was a famous actor, he became a child actor. There's clips of him all over, like, just as a little rascal, he's doing this thing, right, at like 7, That's Bruce Lee, right? He grows up, he learns Wing Chun because he's getting beat up all the time. He becomes a cha-cha champion in Hong Kong. So, child actor first, dancer, right? Cha-cha dancer, ranked cha-cha dancer, martial artist, and then he went to California, studied philosophy, and became a martial arts guru to a bunch of celebrities who were suggesting, hey, why don't you try acting? You used to act, right? And then he just sort of became this martial arts icon, but it just kind of happened. It wasn't really his plan to begin with. And you can tell if you trace his history, it just kind of happened. And today I'm about his age when he passed. And I just find it remarkable how he's turned into this sort of wise man figure. And if you watch the full interview, you realize that Bruce Lee is really American. He's like you and me. And it kind of makes him more remarkable that he is so normal and personable and charismatic in a way that is just fucking hidden from the public. So please, I insist, watch the full interview, see this guy talking about what he is and how he's trying to express himself and what art is really. Because Bruce Lee was an artist. I would say, on top of all of it, he was an artist. Something to think about.
There's so much to remember. If you try to remember, you will lose. Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Now you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. Put it into a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now, water can flow or creep or drip or crash. Be water, my friend.
Why don't I just stand in front of Bolt and recite that to him? Maybe he'll faint or drown.